Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about the equipment and spares that we carry with us when we're doing a long distance tour. Typically this gear that I'm about to show you would be enough to get us back on the road again in the event of a major failure of a component, cracked engine block, broken suspension part, game over, you're off the road. But a lot of things can be fixed on the side of the road, providing you've got the gear. So what we aim to do is to take as much with us as possible without being too over the top to cover that. Normally if we're travelling in a convoy of cars, we can spread larger items, so we can say someone can take an alternator just in case that fails. Someone can take a water pump, because you can change those on the side of the road without any real problem. So without any further ado, let's just start off. So first of all, the spare wheel. We always carry a spare wheel, but you'll notice here we've got a valve extender. So what that means is that we don't have to take the spare wheel out of the boot to check that it's inflated. We find that on our whenever we service a car, the spare wheel is always flat, so you might as well not carry it. With these, you've got a green indicator here that shows it's up to pressure. I think these are pressurised at about 40 psi, so you'd need to let some out if you were that bothered. But if that's on the red, you just simply blow it up without taking the tyre out of the car, the wheel out of the car. We'll also carry with us a spare tube, just in case. Again, you can find a tyre changing place that could fit the tube for you if you needed to. Still on the subject of changing a wheel, here we have a spinner tool. We use these as well, because rather than sitting whacking away at the spinner, we can use that. There's the socket that goes with it. Then we've got an extender bar as well, so you can get the wheel off. I would recommend that if you haven't taken your wheels off for quite some time and you've been driving the car, it might be worthwhile just loosening this spinner off and tightening it back up again. I know the theory is that they don't tighten and they don't loosen up either. But I've found that if I don't touch my wheels for a long time, they get really tight. I don't know why, but they do. So I loosen them off occasionally and then tighten them back up again. We've got towels here. The towels serve two purposes. Basically, if it rains, you can lay them along the sills and dry and keep the car dry. Also, we use them as padding, so you don't get any rattling in the boot area. So moving on, come on to the BOAC bag here. Sits in the car all the time. It's worthwhile carrying spanners and pliers and a few small tools in a bag that's in the back of the car, because all of the stuff I'm going to show you now has to sit under the boot board with the spare wheel, apart from the BOAC bag. So we carry spare fan belts. Because we've got air conditioning, we've got 2 fan belts, so we will always carry spares. What we would do is, we would take the fan belt off the car that's currently there, fit the new one, because we know the old one worked. There's nothing worse than finding you've got a fan belt that doesn't fit on the side of the road, thinking I've been clever, I've got the right belt. You haven't. Best off finding out in the garage at home. Then it's a wind-up torch, clockwork torch, very, very effective. This is a mounting for the exhaust. Again, if they delaminate, you can quickly change it on the side of the road. Spare fuel pump. Again, you don't want to be put off the road for something you can fix easily yourself. Radiator cap, doesn't take up any room. You might as well carry one. Some oil, a litre of oil, top up. Never been used, as you can see. Never had to top up the oil in 3,000 mile trip. Small tin of WD-40, handy. Then we've got some bars leaks in case we get a crack or something in the rad, or a small leak there, that will take care of it. Kitchen roll, very handy. This is a insect remover from the screen. Looking at my screen, you think I've never ever cleaned it, but I do. And on a long run, there's nothing worse than a dirty windscreen, I find. So this is useful for cleaning up. Rapid detailer, again, you might want to just give the car a quick squirt, entirely up to you. I don't use it very often. Then in here we've got things like self-tapping screws, J-clips, some electrical connectors, nuts, just little things that could get you going again. And as I say, doesn't take up any room. Imperial spanner set in a roll, because you can roll them up and literally put them anywhere. They won't take up any room at all. Moving on, we have a spare coil, some duct tape, very useful if you need a tow anywhere. I wouldn't use a rope because you could damage paintwork easily. Then we've got a spare fuel filter here. That's a bit of a luxury item really, because if your fuel filter's blocked, take it out and throw it away. But you could actually take it out and fit a new one, do the job properly. Then in this bag here, we've got spare plugs, some carburettor, banjo washers, rotor arm. We do actually carry a spare cap as well, distributor cap, but the boys had to borrow it to put onto a car, so I'm just waiting for another new one to arrive. Then this bag here has got main tools in it, so things like that are really handy to have. Mole grips, pliers, things, adjustable spanner as well. Then a pair of latex gloves just in case you need them. Screwdrivers, scissors, just practical tools. Then you've got a lead hammer in case you need that. Set of HT leads, don't take up any room. This jack is from a Porsche 928, lightweight, works. I wouldn't want to use the standard Jaguar E-Type jack with them. So this will fit on underneath the square on the car if you wanted to. So that and they are very, very efficient. I have actually used it in anger, having got a puncher once. So that's pretty much it. But as I said, everything I've shown you there, apart from the BO8C bag, has to fit underneath the boot board in the car, so we can get all the luggage in, and it's not, it looks a bit of a mess with all this stuff, running around, moving around inside the car. Hopefully you shouldn't need it. Useful thing: always keep some small tools out in the back of the car. So if you do need a screwdriver, you're not trying to get all of your luggage out and everything else just to get a blooming screwdriver out. It won't take up any room either. So that's what we do. If you've got any other ideas as to what we should be carrying, we've never had a problem carrying this stuff. And my view is that if you've got it, you won't need it. If you haven't got it, you will need it. If you've got any ideas on things that you carry when you do a long trip, then please let me know in the comments section. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like, and pass it on to your friends. We'll be doing lots more informative videos like this. So once again, thanks for watching.